it, yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even for the chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Now they don't really talk about us, now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just want to kick it.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. For years, the NFL's best received a trip to Honolulu or Orlando for their efforts, but now they get a trip to Vegas as EA Sports welcomes you to Allegiant Stadium here in Southern Nevada. Get ready to settle in for an entertaining 4 quarters. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway from Las Vegas. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They will throw on first down to Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 30.
He was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go counter with Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now 3rd and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they're coming a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
but they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 24-yard touchdown. And the NFC has taken the early lead. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl offense. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Burrow. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run with Breida, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
They run forward, Breida, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Elliott. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
29-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw it. They'll get that to develop the tight end.
Perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure that...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. That will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Visitors, nothing.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This is Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Burrow will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. They find some open field here. He's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And I think the ball's out. And that's picked up by the AFC. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some room to run now. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And That's a gain of 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Looking to throw, Haskins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Seth DeValve, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Taking it in from a yard out. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Going up top. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of 45. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. He's got Burton here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 43 yards. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Burrow. He's going to take another shot here. And it will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. He's going to go up top again. Incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And so certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments. They keep on the ground with Elliott. They'll take this to the other side of midfield.
Giving runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A first down carry by Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Elliott again. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
6.
Third down. Here's Haskins. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's Haskins to throw. And underneath here, the tight end DeValve. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
21-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 30.
And Lutz puts this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll try again with Elliott.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes that.
And he will carry this one in. Touchdown NFC. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Man,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Tussle for him. This is going to be caught. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 20th carry here for Elliott. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
18-yard line.
Now it's Haskins. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now Elliott. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. Punching it in from a yard away. And the NFC able to use the short field as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The last on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he...
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Breida. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, here's Breida. Inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The 7-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass
intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked up by Patrick Queen.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And brought down.
It's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down. Here's Burrow looking for the end zone. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Queen.
Now it's the backup Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
The NFC punt team out there now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Scott to return it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow will throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.